teen murder trial in Georgia where a former police officer is accused of kidnapping and killing a 16-year-old girl. An officer with the Gwinnett County Police Department testified about the day the remains of Susana Morales was found. It was recorded on police body cam. That's what you're watching. The witness also testified about the discovery of a gun at the scene.
Was anything discovered during that grid search?
Yes, discovered a firearm.
All right. A firearm. Do you recall what kind of firearm it was?
I think it was a Glock 19. I don't remember the generation.
The firearm was found. Did you have any involvement with that firearm?
I went to where the firearm was located, stood around it, make sure nothing was tampered with. We let crime scene investigation take some photos of it. Once they were done with their part, they picked it up carefully, not to disrupt any DNA or fingerprints that could be on it. Found the serial number, and I used my police radio to call dispatch to see if they could run the serial number and make sure if it was stolen or not.
What are the photographs?
It's Glock 19 Gen 5 with a mounted light and appears to be a full magazine of bullets.
Did you run the serial number?
I had radio. The way it works is when I'm away from the computer, I found the serial number, read it with my radio to give to dispatch, who then ran it through NCIC, and then whatever return that NCIC gave to dispatch, they would then tell me over the radio the result of that.
What was the purpose of you running the serial or having dispatch run that serial number through NCIC?
Just to make sure if it was stolen or not.
All right. And did you get a return after giving the serial number to the dispatcher?
Yes.
And what was the return?
Return stolen.
All right, joining us to discuss a very busy day here on Court TV is former prosecutor Tommy Pope. Joining me in studio. Tommy, great to see you again. Thank you so much for joining me here in studio. Let's begin with the Taken teen trial. I thought it was a great sort of run of witnesses for the prosecution today. No missteps at all. Really setting up a couple of things. They were able to humanize this victim. They were also able to dehumanize on some level the defendant by showing how creepy he was with young girls. Right. But also just the group of people that, or the village that was surrounding this young lady, I think was very helpful for them in terms of how we're going to look at this victim and who she was.
I think you hit it spot on. You know, oftentimes you see when given opportunity, and it's very delicate, but you'll try the victim. I thought the prosecution had opportunities, as we discussed last hour or so, through the friends, through the family, to show a quality, a character. The thing that struck me was the boyfriend talking about they were young, and so the parents would take them to the movies. Mm-hmm. It humanized the victim and those that are surrounded her, and I think that probably boosted their credibility.
Yeah, and it's important because obviously by the cross-examinations, the defense, as you said, part of their job in this case, and it's never easy when you're in that position when a young woman has been murdered, part of their job is to say that somehow, I think they're going to argue that she went along with this to a certain extent, and maybe some kind of accident happened. We don't know yet what their story is going to be, but we have to, or they want this jury to believe that she was the type of young lady that would have done that.
I think that, and I think the prosecution, a good production of your witness, whether it's defense or prosecution, is concede your weaknesses or head off what I anticipate you're going to say or vice versa. I think they did a good job of that. Even connecting the relationship with the boyfriend through the other friend, that she basically wouldn't cheat on him. She wouldn't be riding off with this fella. And so I think it's solid. You and I discussed before, I'm a forensics fan, and I think we're going to have some pieces to discuss later. But right now, I think they're off to a good start.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Just a young lady, an average teen who got caught up in a really bad situation. All right.